Hello, my name is Byron Amores, and I'm the co founder of Habits.ai and also a passionate entrepreneur about future health and wellness tech. So, thank you for being here today, and I wanted to start giving you some good news. And good news are that never in history the world has been as rich as it is today. Actually, do you know what the world value of the world is right now in US dollars? Take a guess. It might be a little bit up. 360 trillion US dollars is approximately the world net value today. We should be proud of that. We're having a lot of money, right? Another good news. So medtech has opened the door for longevity, and this is really good. According to Ray Kurzweil, in the next few years, we might be living over 100 years. And by 2050, we might be even living forever. That is amazing. That is really good. We have seen so many things a few years ago when we cracked the code for human genome, and then right now we're doing robotic assisted surgeries. 3% of surgeries worldwide are robotic assisted, and in the next few years, that's going to double and triple the size. We're able to print 3D print soft tissue. So imagine printing a cornea or printing a kidney or a lung. That's a really good thing also for health and humanity. But what about the flip side of the coin? If we take a deeper look of the world wealth right now, we have seen that only 0.7% owns 41% of the wealth of the world, and 68% of the population owns only 3%. So the gap is already so big, and this is information from the World Economic Forum 2015, so it's quite an old information. What's happening now after COVID 19? The gap has gone deeper and wider. Now, what about health? Did you know that 71% of all deaths are due to non communicable diseases? And that preventable illness account for 8 out of 10 leading categories of death? That's a lot of people dying. It's like 41 million people dying every year from a preventable disease. We shouldn't be proud of that, isn't it? What's the reflection behind all that? Is that the health system is in intensive care. And the battle between sickcare and healthcare, right now, the winning seems to be sickcare. How much of a dollar that you spend in health goes to prevention and how much goes to treatment? Did you know that? Once again, take a guess. Maybe the number might be a little bit down. I'll tell you. 5 cents from that dollar goes to prevention and 95 cents goes to treatment. It seems like seeker industry is very wealthy. How can we do, or what can we do to revert this? So we're in a world where data is transforming the way we live and the way we do things. So if we're producing trillions of data points every day, everything we do is data. From the blink of my eyes to drinking water to this transmission, everything we do is data. If we're able to move that data into information and from that into knowledge and from that into wisdom, but we're able to focus that health data and gather all that information, we can start reversing the current situation of the health system. So there are many companies that are working in different kind of sensors, printable sensors, wearables, things you can even take and start providing more information of your health system. There are sensors for motion, for position, for temperature, for inertial sensors, pressure sensors, and for what purposes? Fitness monitoring, blood pressure monitoring, temperature monitoring, heart rate monitoring, weight, and even cognitive performance monitoring. Everything can be monitored now, and that's a really good thing. Um, for the three big tech companies, they have included wellness and health into their core, into the core of the organization. In fact, if we look at Tim Cook, CEO of Apple's quote, he said, I really believe that if you zoom out of the future and then look back and ask, what has Apple's greatest contribution been? It will be in health and wellness area. But these are not the only three companies working around it. Actually, the map is a lot bigger. If we can see all the companies here that are working in wearables and remote patient monitoring, we can see that our companies working for biomedical and home monitoring, cognitive health, diabetes, respiratory, fitness tracking, senior care, physiology, IoT, sleep, and so on. And the size of this map is going to double in the next years. So we're going to have many much companies using technology to understand what is going on and monitor the health and wellness of the humanity. But that's not the only thing we need to start monitoring. We need to understand what is wellness represent, what is wellness is in our lives. And there is increasing scientific evidence that there are four categories of things, four pillars that we need to be taking care of in order to have a balanced, well living life. And those four categories are an emotional connection. You know that depression, stress, anxiety, and loneliness is killing a lot of people these days? So we need to have also a very active life. And it's not only to take care of our body, but also to take care of our minds as well. And with all this stress that we have and almost lack of time, we need to find that space where we can recharge our batteries, rest and relax, which is really important. And finally, food that will nourish you. Real food that will keep your body and mind also healthy. Those are the four key elements that need to be considered in order to reach the level of wellness or well-being. So if we get back to all the data transforming sensors and everything that we know about digital transformation, we need to understand that if we take a closer look and a smarter look of all the data about these four pillars, we're going to be working on the wellness and well-being of every person. And we need to do it in a very scalable way. So when we have health and we have tech as two pieces that are really bringing a lot of opportunities, let me finish with one quote. In a world where health sensors are collecting trillions of data, digitalizing behavioral change is the missing piece of the puzzle. Everything that we do is being collected. All sensors that you can see right now and that you will see in the near future are really good, but we really have one more piece to put in the puzzle. And this is how are we going to be working on behaviors. So if we think about the future of health, we need to think about also how wellness tech is supporting that. But in terms of wellness tech, we need to include behavioral change, behavioral science, neuroscience, neuroplasticity, and that will be the key. Thank you very much for being here today. My name is Byron Amores. You can see me my email down here, and I'll be looking forward to have a chat with any of you. Thank you. Bye.